This country needs complete change. We have been invaded. Now, I live in Lincolnshire, and I'm about 13 miles out of Skegness. And the immigrants that are in there, and I do go on the marches, and no, I am not racist, and no, I am not far right. It's about England. And we've lost England. We, born and bred white British, has lost our own country, and it needs to stop.
She said England is gone. Stolen. And when asked who took it, she couldn't answer. Welcome back. Today's call to LBC went viral for the wrong reasons. A woman convinced her country's been invaded, throwing out a number 800,000 that turned out to be pulled straight from Facebook. If you want the receipts before you believe the claim, subscribe because that's exactly what we're doing here. One question kept coming. Which immigrants specifically? Watch what happens when she has to answer it. Let's get into it.
I think this country needs complete change. We have been invaded. Now, I live in Lincolnshire, and I'm about 13 miles out of Skegness. And the immigrants that are in there, and I do go on the marches, and no, I am not racist, and no, I am not far right. It's about England. And we've lost England. We, born and bred white British, has lost our own country, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop now, or we're going to have a load of trouble like Ireland. I know that because I don't talk to those sort of people, and I certainly don't want trouble. That's not what I'm about. But it needs to stop. And both governments, both Labour and Conservative, need out. We need a working man in charge, not somebody who's come from Eton and literally...
neither of them, to be fair, neither of Sunak or Starmer has come from Eton. But I take the point. They were, Sunak was expensively educated. You make the point, Helen, that we have lost the country. And you talk specifically about England, which is interesting because I wonder if that assessment is shared in Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland too. But who have we lost the country to?
Immigrants.
All immigrants?
Not all immigrants.
Right,
Some of them are lovely. I've worked with them in the past.
So which immigrants?
And they're absolutely lovely.
I'm sure they thought the same.
About young men.
Which immigrants? Hang on a sec, Helen. Which immigrants have we lost the country to?
Well, I'm not being funny, but we are actually run unvoted by one. Let's face it. He's not.
He was
from this
born
country.
here. Helen, he was born here.
Was his whole family born here?
Does it matter?
Well, not really, no.
Right, okay, so let's pretend. Let's all try and pretend that you didn't just say that. Oh my God, we're run by someone who's not born in this country. He is born in this country, and it doesn't matter whether he was or not. So let's pretend, let's just overlook that for a second if we're being really generous. And you tell me which immigrants have taken over the country sufficient for you to think we have lost England.
Right. Wales, for start, at Llanelli. Is it Llanelli? They are fighting so much so one hotel doesn't take in 200, 300, 400 immigrants. They are scattered around this country like a little army. I have been there. They laugh at us from their windows. Everything's being paid for by the taxpayer. And yet they have come in illegally. You're trying to tell me that the ones in Skegness that are all young men, not old men, not women, not children, why are they here? If their country's at war, they should be at war. If our country was at war, there'd be no escape. We'll take the children to the country and there'll be no escape for us.
Okay, so you would rather... Okay, well, Helen, you can't get them to do things that they don't want to do. So the people who are taking over the country to the point where we have lost England are the people who have arrived here by boats.
Yeah, but why have they? Why have they? You tell me why. Some of them have come from Egypt. You tell me why.
Some of them are claiming asylum.
From what?
Well, from persecution, torture, the reasons why people claim asylum.
Right, okay.
And what percentage of people who arrive here by boat are successful in their asylum application?
I've actually no idea.
It's 70%. So they are allowed to claim asylum. They have claimed asylum and have been successful in claiming it. So
even the illegal ones that have come on the boat.
They have come here to claim asylum, and they have claimed asylum legally and been granted it, 70%. So of the people who have arrived here by boat, we're now talking, I suspect, about the 30% of those people who haven't had a decision made yet, or have failed in their asylum claim, yeah?
Right. Can you answer me this then? Why have they come through 5 or more different safe countries to get here?
It's a very good question.
And you can't answer that.
Well, I can answer it by telling you what they say. Part of the reason they say that they come here is because they can speak the language, because they have family here, because they have a legal. They believe themselves to have a legal right to be able to claim asylum in this country. But Helen, if we're talking about having lost England, you have lost England to 30% of 40,000 people. Do you really, honestly, hand on heart, believe your entire nation, built upon thousands of years of history, integration, collective will and achievement, has been lost to a handful of people?
No, it's not a handful of people, isn't it? Is it? We know it's not a handful of people.
In the grand scheme of this country, it's not 800,000 people. My God.
It is.
Where do you get 800,000 from? Where do you get that number from?
The news and the internet on official sites, not like Facebook or something like that.
Right.
But let me just stop you there.
No, I'm going to stop you because you need stopping. That figure of 800,000 is closer to the number of people who have come into this country legally. That number is closer to the net migration figure. And those people, Helen, have come here to work legally.
Gentlemen,
they are the people who come to work.
There was a gentleman that was on earlier said that it is literally the lady that was speaking, I can't remember her name, was literally done it. This is done by the government. So you always cause a divide between the people. Well, the people are actually standing up to this.
Standing up to what? You don't know what you're standing up to, madam. You think that you're standing up to 800,000 people who have invaded the country by boat, when the reality is it is nowhere near that number, and the majority of those who have arrived have been given their asylum claim.
But why should we be doing this when most people of England are on the raft from the COVID?
Convid?
Convid. It was a con right from the start.
Oh.
The electric. No, you know the cap on the electric. Do you know when that was brought in? 2019, just before the COVID bullshit.
The Convid. The Venn diagram of ranting, raving, nonsense idiots and Convid idiots. It's almost like a perfect circle, and we found her. Helen, you need stopping. You need to think.
You need stopping. You need to think. That's how it ended after minutes of her failing to back up a single claim. Strip away the shouting and here's what happened. She said invaded. Couldn't say by whom. Guessed a number 20 times too high. Got told most asylum claims from small boats are actually approved. Then pivoted to COVID conspiracies. That's not an argument that someone repeating what she scrolled past online never asked to check it. And that's the real story. She even said it herself. Some immigrants she's worked with are lovely. Somewhere between that and Facebook, people I know became an invasion. That gap is where all of this lives. Let us know what you think in the comments. See you next time.